never deem your situation as a weakness. Right. Too often I hear women say, yeah, but I can't do it that way because, you know, they have a partner and I don't. When I was building this business as a single mom, that was my strength. Right. Why? Because I always understood that God didn't put me in a situation of weakness. He put me in a situation of strength. So I declared in my strength. And so when I talked to the partnerships in the office, I told them I was going to beat them. How you going to beat me and I'm a partnership? Let me explain to you why. Because when you have to go home and consult with him, I have already made my decision. I have already figured my day out for the next day. When you have to go out and figure out if you can go on the 9 o'clock appointment, I'm already closing at 10 p.m. See, that is my strength. You find strength in your situation. You building your business by yourself has never been a weakness. That has always been your strength. Do you understand that? But here's what you have to do. If you are building this business by yourself, you better get organized. Because the men, and I'm going to talk like they're not in the room. See, the men, when they have a 5 o'clock, that's what they do, ladies. They get dressed and they out of there. Till the 5 o'clock, they're gone. That's all they have to do. Right? The women, when they have a 5 o'clock, they first have to call the babysitter. Set up for the babysitter to show up at 4. Cook the dinner so the food is fixed so the kids have something to eat. Lay out the pajamas. Make sure that the homework is on the table so the babysitter understand what page they need to do for that night. Set some appointments for the next day, right? Call their recruit and remind them not to quit. Get dressed. Tell their kids that there's no need to cry because I'm going to make some money. And then they leave to go to their 5 o'clock. So when a single woman who is building this business by herself, closing apps on appointments, understand you are a beast. That is not your weakness. But you better get organized. You being organized will be your strength. That will be your edge. You better plan ahead. You better get some women that's gonna roll with you. Why? Because building this business as a woman by yourself is your strength. Why? Because whatever situation you are in, you should deem it and declare it as your strength. You understand that?
That's right.
That's what I did when I was building it single. Now, can I talk to the wives? Oh, they don't have a lot of wives in here. Oh, okay. Because then I became a wife in business, right? Then I met my husband in business, and so that's what I started telling them in the office. That's my strength. My strength is inside of my partnership. Well, wait a minute, Chauvon, you said your strength was in you building it by yourself. That's when I was building it by myself. But now I'm inside of a partnership, so my strength is inside of my partnership. Well, how can that be? Because any situation that I'm in, I declare it my strength.
That's right.
You never declare it your weakness. The first thing you need to pay attention to is what are you saying about your business? Because women are such emotional creatures, we have a problem with diarrhea of the mouth. We start saying exactly how we feel. And then we get exactly what we're asking for, and then we're upset at the results. But let me explain something to you wives inside of partnerships that's running this business with their husbands. Here's the decision that you have to make. It's gonna be us against the world, not us against us.
That's right.
That's the decision you have to make. See, I already know what I have to deal with outside of the business, the people nagging about the business, the people nagging because we're not at all of the barbecues and such, right? And I already know what he has to deal with outside of the business. So why would we give each other something to deal with inside of the home?
That's right.
See, you have to declare that, you know what, if we're going to do this together, we're going to be the strongest partnership that has ever lived in this business. Now, other partnerships may look at you and say, ain't no way, because we the strongest partnership. And that's fine. What you think about yours is what you should think about yours. And what I think about mine is what I should think about mine. But what are you saying about yours? Because there's power in your tongue. And whatever you ask for, you will receive. So don't ask small.
That's right.
See, I always say a lady should never be upset at the lady that received a whole loaf of bread when she only received crumbs. Well, why is that? Because one lady prayed for a whole loaf, and one lady prayed for crumbs. See, if our God is really this powerful, then why ask small?
That's right.
I'm always going to ask big. I'm always going to ask big. I'm always going to say we're going to do something that has never been done before. Do y'all understand when we get this SNSD done this month, in December, we will have done it in 5 years and 1 month from our RVP date, and that has never been done in the company before.